Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Sound check. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? Excellent. All right, good to see everybody. Michael will be here in just a couple minutes, but I wanted to show you something here real quick. Some of you may have already seen it. Okay. All right. Last night, when the alerts came out on crude, said to consider being short below 47.40. Okay. This is just beautiful. Okay. First rundown, we get our 10-tick daily goal, and it's not even 1 a.m. yet. We make a second run. We only go 9 ticks, not 10. Okay. So I can't put a plus 10 there for daily goal, but I just want to impress upon you that was 9 ticks out of 10. That's 90% of the daily goal if you didn't get this one. You're going to have something locked in more than a plus 1. If you're not doing that, you need to learn how to do that. Okay. You should have at least 7 ticks locked in here. Because if you do get stopped out, you get stopped out with profit in 70% of your daily goal. Turns right around, the trade resets again, runs for another 10 ticks. That's another daily goal. We got a daily goal, a daily goal, a daily goal. Now look at this one. It runs and it runs. And the way we trail the stop on the alerts is we wait for the first green candle to close. So this closed at 47.24. So we ended up with, you could have ended up with 16 ticks on this move instead of 10. There was the potential for that. And then we had our third and final official move. But again, right here, this 9 out of 10, that had to be worth something if you were in that trade. All right, Jim, you need to call Bert, 866-928-3310. 866-928-3310. Okay. What were the ES alert values? The ES was, let's see, ES consider being long above 2007, short below 1991. 2007, 1991. Hey, Dwayne, is that a weekly trading zone at 47.40? No, Harold. You'll notice I've removed the WTZ because that used to confuse everybody. For years, I used the horizontal line tool as my default weekly trading zone tool. But then when I would drop a horizontal line for one of the trades from the trade alert service, got everybody all messed up. So it doesn't say anything now except price. Okay. Excellent. All right. Anybody have any other questions? I just wanted to pop in, just show you that before Michael got in here and started trading. What a great way to start the day with those back-to-back trades. See if anything else happened. Okay. Look at that. Right there is another one. Okay. It got 1 tick above 47.40. That's all you need. So here, let's do this. No, wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me take this line and turn it into a ray. All right, there we go. Now we can just kind of roll across. Come on. All right, right there, that 1 tick. That 1 tick's enough to reset the trade. You got to be alert. You got to be paying attention. As this thing's creeping up, you got to be ready, okay? But once it resets, then it's good to go, and it actually offered up another 10 ticks. Right there. Whoa, that's a lot of ones. All right. Now, Michael, when you pop in, just go ahead and say something because I don't know if you're there or not. All right. Now, here's one not so pretty, okay? This comes down. How low does it go? Okay, it goes to 35, so that's okay. That's a break even. Not a problem. Break even trade. Remember, hard and fast rule, even when you're trading the alerts at 4 ticks, your stop must go to break even. Have you done your spreadsheet on all your alerts on a day, not just the winners? Bart, I go over all the trades every day. I either do it on a recap video or I do it on the radio show. You're welcome to run a spreadsheet on them if you want, but no, I haven't. I don't have the hours in the day. Honestly, I work 18 hours a day now. But the numbers are out there for everybody, and the results are out there for everybody. So anybody that wants that spreadsheet, if that kind of historical data is important to you, go compile it. Go compile it, and then you're going to find out how worthless it is once you spend your time compiling it. But that's the only way you're going to find out. See, that's the thing. That whole deal, that government thing about past performance is no guarantee of future results, that's not a government thing. That's reality. It really is. I would much rather somebody come sit in the live trading room with me today than to go over 10 years of what I did in the past. I got a 3-year track record out there on the alerts. Here's an 8-tick hard stop, I think. What did we get down to? No, this one got down to 36, so that's another break even. Is that you, Michael?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I was just walking through real quick. We had some real, but I don't want to cut into your trading, but check this out over here. This is last night, right after the alerts came out. 1, that's actually 1 there, 9 ticks, not 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're just going to call it 3. But you go ahead and grab the charts, do your thing. I was just keeping folks company till you got here.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Take it away, Mike.
There I go. That one, and there. All right. Sorry, I was a couple of minutes late, guys.
Hey, Carl, you asked me that alert price. I thought you were on a trial or something. I'm confused. Tell me who you are. Are you Carl Fu, Carl S? Are you guys the same person, or is that 2 different people? But anyway, I'm going to mute my mic right now so Mike can get his work done.
Back the Russell out. And on crude, going to look here. I got to hit the record button still, too. Sorry, I'm just really tired today. I don't know why. Okay, here's the record button. All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 7th day. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah. The 7th day of January 2015. Natural gas had a nice run. And it's pulling back and up close on this bar on natural gas, this bar right here. It's got a low at 961. It's going to have a high of 965, and up close there at 965 would be a long trade. Okay, and there it is, and I'm long at 966 on natural gas. Okay, 966 on the natural gas.
Hey, Mike.
Nice. Hey, Bert. I'll give you eyes.
Berticus. What's up?
Vertibus Maximus.
Right. 8 ticks risk. And make you that. There you go. Bert has eyes. We got 8 ticks risk on this natural gas. Okay. I was looking at this one over here on crude, but I ended up missing it. There's crude. All right, over here on the Russell, that up close and that up close back there was a momentum long trade. Gonna throw a trend line there on the Russell too. All right, so on the Russell, one up close on this bar, 67.3, 67.3, right there. Ding ding. 67.3, close above the MA1 stop, should have gone to break even. I didn't have time to get into that, and it didn't put in a higher swing yet. I'm still waiting over here on the natural gas, and on the crude, I'm going to go long right here at 67. I'm not going to go long. It's too late. The spot was right there at 67 on the crude. Okay. Here, I'll highlight a couple of these. It just happened. Well, we got a low here at 67.7. Now we got a low of 67.4. So the high of 67.8 right there on the Russell would be a long trade. That up close right there at 67.8 on the Russell is a long trade. Okay. And crude right there at 74. 74. Okay. So I got a long here. I got a long here. I got a long there. Okay. I got all three of these working right now. And I'd hate to see all three of them stop out. It could happen, but hopefully some combination will give us our goal for the day. Hopefully. All right. Oh, geez, on the crude. Sorry, I'm throwing stop at break even on the crude. The cycle is way in the wrong place. Stop at break even on the Russell. Okay, +1 on the Russell. +4 on the Russell. +2 on crude. 2 on crude. +5 on the Russell. And there's the goal for the day. +9 on the Russell. I still had another one on there, but
You got it?
yeah.
You got
I
it?
got it. I got 9 on the Russell on that one,
That's what I'm talking
and 2 on crude, and I'm
All right,
still in the
everybody
natural
clock
gas. I'm still in the natural gas. Okay, there. Wow, this natural gas is taking forever. I think it's going to stop me out, and it just did stop me out. All right. Let's put all that down on paper. So, 2 trades, 9 minutes, and that was $110 a contract. On the Russell, we got 9. On crude, we got 2. And on the gas, we just lost 8. Okay. Good morning, Jocko. Did you get my responses to your questions last night? And Keith, you had sent me another email. I don't remember what was in it. I gotta look at it again. Wow, the Russell went up to that zone and then just bounced off it, went to the zone to the tick right there, and then just completely failed off it.
Bullets off Superman's chest. Boing.
Honestly, look at that. To the tick right there. So, I did the upgrade last night, the latest DT Pro, and I still don't have the thing that makes the outline red.
It has to be that computer. You use a different computer there, right? A laptop or something?
No, down there it's a completely different computer. It's not a
Right.
laptop. It's
But
a
it has
desktop.
to be the computer then, I would guess.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that when I'm down there. if the laptop works the same as the desktop. All right, 12.2 over here on the gold. Down close at 11.8 would be a short trade on the gold. Okay. And still looking for that down close. Now it's 12.4, down close at 12 would be a short trade. Down close over here on the Russell right there at 63.5 is a momentum short trade. Momentum. So as soon as you get profit in the trade, you got to move your stop to break even. I should have already moved it, but I didn't. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that in your ears. Well, the Russell looks like it may stop me out here. It's going up to the BBC. It's probably going to take me out. There we go. Stop at break even on that. Okay. I got lucky on that one. I did the Russell. I executed the Russell wrong there. I should have moved my stop to break even right away. I just wasn't fast enough. Sorry about that, guys. Now I'm flat on the Russell. And the gold has not hit the BBC. So it needs to hit the BBC and give us a down close, or it's got to close below this trend line. This bar is not going to do it on the gold. Okay. And over here I stopped out on this gas. I had gotten long there. All right. Now a down close on this bar will do it. 12.1 is the high. 11.7 would be the low. Okay, 12.1 is a high. 11.7 would be the low on that. Bang. Harold, you got it? Okay, there was a Russell long right in here. Okay, right in there that I missed. Which one did you get, Harold? Did you get this one? The Russell short, sweet. Yeah, that was a 164 right in there, or 137. Inverted. On crude, right here, a down close on this bar would be a short trade. 71 is the high, 67 will be the low. Okay, now 72 is the high. 73 is the high. 69 will be the low. Down close to 60.
FYI, you got an alert overhead at 48.90, long above 48.90.
Okay, 48.90 up above. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as we approach that at 48.90, guys, you know, this trade, this potential short trade starts to fall apart like it just has. We'll look at this the way that as you approach the areas, the alert areas that Dwayne gives out, how you should trade it.
Yeah,
You know,
that
50-yard
stretch from 922 to 936. Boy, what a run that was. You know, leg retrace. And it looked like it was going to hit it, but it stopped at 87.
Where's the 50-yard line right now?
Oh, you know, I haven't figured that out yet. Good question. I'll figure it out real quick.
Okay.
87.4. Got me do this.
Oops. On the gold, we got the
minus 47.40. That's $1.50. So 75 cents. So
we're above it.
So we need to go 48.90. Yeah, so you want to take a long trade, right? 48.90
Yeah.
minus 75 cents. 48.90 minus 75.
Okay, we're short the gold on the down close down here, guys. Okay, now we need to close below the MA1 or Vortex Profits, move the stop to break even. If we get a close below the MA1 right here, we'll be right at break even. So we'll probably just basically take the trade off.
Halfway is 48.15.
Okay, so we're well above halfway.
Yep.
So what we would look for here, guys, on the way up as we approach 48.90 is a bullish cross of the MA1 over the BBC, then a pullback and test of the BBC and just an up close. Okay, that's for those of you guys who are trading the alerts. Now the regular stuff that we're doing in here, well, we're still doing it. We need a lower swing right here on the crude oil. We need to get a little bit lower here, like that. Okay, and now we need the crude to pull back. You got this big move right here, this big one right here. Bang, all the way down. That's nice. All right, that down close right there is a short trade at 64.4 on the Russell.
Something I want to point out in the workshop tomorrow night, right? I need to go look at your chart first. Where's your crude chart? Are you in a trade?
Right here.
I'm not gonna say
I'm in a Russell trade right now. I'm in a crude and a Russell trade. I'm sorry, a gold and a Russell. Okay, I'm flat the Russell with one tick. The down close over here on the Russell was a spot to get in. So I just took one tick profit on that, and I'm still in the gold, waiting for the gold to move down. Give us a close below the MA1, or stop me out, whichever is going to happen first. Alright, we didn't put in a lower swing here on the Russell, so there's no trade there. There's no lower swing over here on the soybeans, so there's no trade there. And on the crude, we need it to pull back. Alright.
Now this crude, something you can just look at for interest, okay? We know we're above the 50-yard line. Look for a close above the step line. Just watch what happens. When you get a close, you're above the 50, you get a close above the step line. It's entertainment purpose, that's all.
Okay. And we just stopped out on gold. Alright. On the crude. Here we go. So, the close above the step line was right there. 48.64 is the high on this. 48.60 would be the low. Now 48.66 is the high. 62 would be the low. 62 would be, no, 62 would not be low enough. I did see them, David, and we got to go through some of them.
Is that 10 ticks?
For what?
From the close above the step line to where we are now?
61 to 70. Nope, not yet.
Not yet. No cigar.
Not yet. It was 9 ticks. It's going to get there though, I think. Okay, the Russell's pulling back again. The Russell's just bouncing around all over the place here. It's going to draw a trend line there. Okay. Got a low of 60, we'll have a high of 60.4. 66.4, sorry. And that would be a momentum trade right in there at 66.4. If you don't want to do the momentum trade, you can wait for the close above the step line. Okay, because that thing is really bouncing around. It's that was 13 ticks on that one, Dwayne. 66 up to 66.4 again. Okay, I'm trying it. All right, I'm in at 66.5 on the Russell. Okay, 66.5, 8 ticks risk. And so you need to close above the MA1 or 4 ticks profit in the trade. Oops. There's my stop. Bang. Out. Out. All right. So what do we have for news today? I gotta go check that out. Fed is at 2 today. And FOMC, well, the minutes are at 2, yeah. We have crude coming out at 10:30, and that's it. Non-farm employment change came out this morning. It was better than expected. That's what we got going on. All right. We now have a higher swing here on crude, and on the Russell after stopping me out almost to the tick. It just ran up about 20 ticks. That up close right there at 67.5 is a long trade. Was a long trade. I'm not in it. And up close on this one would be at 68. Got to get in below 68 on this because we have a zone right above at 69 that it looks like it's trying to get up to. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Over here on the crude, there's our trend line. All right, go to low of 74, we'll have a high of 78. 78 won't be high enough. Okay, now we got a low of, now we're going way down there. Go to low of 69, we're going to have a high of 73. All right, nothing here. I'm going to have a high of 73. I'm sorry, 68 to 72. That's not high enough. From 72 up to, I'm sorry, we can get long right there. Get long right there. I'm trying to get long at 73 right here on the crude. Okay, I just did get long at 73 on the crude. All right, now I'm looking for the green line to get all the way up into the cycle. All right, there's 4 ticks profit, taking the risk off. And just need the green line to get all the way up into the cycle. When it does, it should get up above here, up above 83. Okay. That's what should happen with the crude oil right now. There it goes. 4 ticks. Come on, we just run up there. All right, well, we'll take the 4. Did I say it again, Alan? All right. 65.5 is the high on this. 65.7 is the high on this. 65.3 will be the low. That's on the Russell. Okay. That was just changed. That's a short right there on the Russell. Bang. All right, stop at break even. And I'm out with 2 ticks. Sorry, I know I didn't move my DOM over for you on that one, but it was really fast. And down close on this would be a momentum short trade right here. Down close on this bar. 64.7 is the high.
Elvis,
Can move that over. Yes, Dwayne?
no, I said Elvis is back.
Oh, Elvis is back. Okay. Yeah. That close above, we're approaching 90 right now. So there were a couple of things that just happened there on crude. Okay. As we got up near 90, we just had this big move right here. If you were trading the alerts, you would have been long right here, and ridden all the way up to 90. Now, it didn't go above 90 yet, so if you're just trading with a buy stop above 90, you wouldn't be in it yet.
Did that little one I showed you that maybe might run 10 ticks over the step line, did that one make it up?
Oh yeah.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, it went 13 ticks before it pulled back.
Okay. Okay. Chicken. Okay, so we did break 48.90, right? And
We didn't break it. We went up
Yeah.
to it.
well, we got different
Oh, I'm
charts.
sorry,
then.
48.90. I was looking at 49. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, so we got to 48.98. That's 8 ticks, not 10. Ugh. That's 80% of your daily production, guys. You gotta lock them in. You gotta lock them in. Like Michael shows you. Aggressive risk management. It's a key. It's a total key here. Because we could potentially get a hard stop out on crude right here.
Short right there, 64.5 on the Russell.
Oh, there goes my crude. There you go. You go, boy. You go. All right, ding, ding. All right, we just got a 10 ticker on crude. So
good.
So we had 9 ticks out of 10, and then we had, oh, and it's running. Nope, it's not. Maybe. I better shut up. You got work to do.
It's fun to hear all the excitement. All right. On the Russell, I'm short at 64.5 on this down close right here. All right. 8 ticks risk on that. Let me just make sure I got 8 ticks risk. Yeah. Okay. And I just stopped out on that Russell. I'm glad I got my goal early. Because now I gave it back. All right. So let's see.
Crude's running, man. Crude's
Yeah.
running.
It is.
I mean, we had 3 or 4 10 tick trades on the short side, and now we broke out on the upsides. This could be potentially a big day for crude. It's got a lot of lost ground to recover. And now there's a headline out this morning calling for $20 crude. I don't buy into all that stuff, but we trade what's in front of us, period.
Oh, one other thing worth noting, that option that I mentioned yesterday is now at 28.5.
Is that good or bad?
It's awesome. It was at 19 yesterday.
Okay, because I didn't follow the numbers, so okay, because it went up like $100 in like the 15 minutes you talked about it, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's at 28.75 right now, so it's up almost. There it is. It's up $500 right now.
Okay, guys,
50%.
later maybe on the radio show we'll explain what it means when price gets down to the highest or lowest weekly trading zone on the S&P or the Dow by a Tuesday. It can, what he said, it can present a great opportunity.
It can. All right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Bert, if you're with us, any comments on that option move and what people should do? Should they pull back, peel out?
What they should do is if they have it on, they should take it off right now. And if they have more than one, they should peel one off right here.
Okay.
Let the other one ride a little bit.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
All right. Thank you very much. He's got that right there, guys. That was the voice of Option Wisdom. Can really help you. If you want to
Up
trade
close.
options, talk to Bert. I mean, Michael knows this stuff too, but I'm just saying. He's got his hands full with other things. Bert just sits around all day and does some nails.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's what he does. All right. I was looking for it. There's the momentum trade on the crude. 49.30. It's momentum trade on the crude. And up close over here on the Russell would be a long trade. I'm going to wait for a pullback on the crude. I'm not in it. The soybeans dropped down to the significant level at 10.52. We needed to pull back. Now, 48.90 was your spot, right, Dwayne?
The alert price?
Yeah. So it shot right through 48.90.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, we may not even see it again today, but that's okay because we already got like 5 or 6 10-tick trades out of it. So,
Yep.
you know, if we don't ever see it again today.
On the
Yeah, that'd
Russell, guys, stop it. I just took 10 ticks on the Russell. All right. I had said the up close at 6.5, but then I messed it up. It ended up being the up close right here at 6.6. Right there. All right. It's pulling back again. Russell needs to close up above this trend line. Nothing here on the crude because the cycle's headed down too steep. Nothing here on gold. Soybeans went all the way down to significant area, and we didn't have an opportunity to trade it.
Oh, what was our alert?
The ES right now is pulling back. ES is pulling back. All right. The ES has a long trade right here at 17.50. Okay, I'm not in it, but it's got a long trade right here at 17.50. I'll just mark it off for you, right there. Okay. Natural gas needs to pull back. We'll have a trade there. We got nothing over here on the Russell right now. Black step line just crossed down. Over here on the crude oil, we got nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing here.
We had 2 long trades on the soybean alerts this morning that ran to target, and below us, Michael's 1046. You might just want to keep that number in mind. 1046 on the short side if we get down there.
1046, and where's the 50-yard line? Well, we're below it, I'm assuming. Below the 50-yard line.
Well, let me do the math.
Okay.
Let me whip out my dollar store solar calculator. 48.90, 47.40. That's $1.50. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'll have it for you in a minute.
Yeah, that was a nice 164 on the Russell over there, Paul. That was nice. Right there.
Hey, is that the old Paul or new Paul? I miss the old Paul.
See,
Nothing against the new Paul. I'm just saying.
he says it's the old one.
It is. Let me look. No, well, you're an old Paul, but you're not the old Paul I was thinking of. But nice to see you as well.
Okay, we need a down close over here on the crude. All right, it's got a high of 49.20. It'll have a low of 49.16. Right there. Okay, short the crude. I'm in at 49.15. Short crude at 49.15. And I'm short the Russell at 65.9. And I'm going to go long gold. No, natural gas, sorry. I'm going to go long natural gas at 86. Okay, stop at break even on the crude. Stop at +4 on the crude. I'm now long the natural gas as well at 86. Okay, and out of the crude with 5. I'm still in the Russell, and I'm long the gas. Now the gas is a momentum trade, so stops at break even on that. So I just took 5 on the crude. And break even on the gas. And I stopped out on the Russell. Okay, crude's got another one here. Down close on this bar would be a short trade on crude. 12 is the high, 8 would be the low. Okay, and break even on this.
Finally got my shoes off. The halfway point on soybeans is 1052, which would just go
Okay.
below.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I stopped out on the Russell. Short from there up to there, so it stopped me out pretty much to the tick. I'm short the crude again. Stop at break even. And flat the crude. Okay. I took 5 ticks on this move. Break even on this one. The old Darren. I put the zones on in red yesterday, Cliff. Though I forgot. I had to reboot, so there might be one right there. Hang on a sec.
While he checks that, let me say this, guys. I got an email the other day that really it made me sad. It said that the word on the street is that I don't return emails and other stuff. And I just want to tell you that I'm not making excuses. I'm busy. I'm very, very busy. I work 18 hours a day. But that's no excuse for not returning your email. Sometimes your email sounds more like a comment, and I don't even know that you're expecting a response. I will never disrespect you and just ignore you. So please don't take offense. If I don't respond to you in a proper amount of time, email me back, okay? Or call the toll-free number and say, Dwayne, I need to talk to you on the phone, doggone it. Call me, please, and at the time, and I will. If I've offended anyone at all, I'm very sorry. I did not mean to.
All right. Sure, Steve. Let me get that for you. There you go. All right, so the crude put in a lower swing and it's pulling back up again. We got to watch it here because the cycle is going to start moving up. All right, I think what this little move down was here was just, yeah, the cycle's up a little too steep. It was just a retracement of that big move up. Okay. That's what I thought. All right, so currently we are +7 on the Russell, +11 on crude, -8 on gas, and -8 on gold. Okay, this down close right here is a momentum short trade on the Russell. I'm not in it. I'll just highlight it so you can see it. Soybeans, they have a high of 1050. They're going to have a low of 1049. It's also a new low of the day at 1049. So if we get down there, they should go down to, from 52, they should go down to 46. Okay, they should get down to 46 first. Then close below 46, should get right down to 44. All right.
Is there anyone who is on a trial this week who feels they need an instructional webinar of some sort this afternoon?
I just shorted 64.3 on the Russell.
Okay.
Stop should be up there. Now, this is a momentum trade here on the Russell, guys, so as soon as I get profit in, I'm going to move my stop to break even. Oops, like that, and it just took me out. Okay, so I'm flat the Russell. One more Russell trade. Down the tubes. Let me mark that one. Was a momentum short right there. Oh, but I was actually in on the pullback, so it was there to there.
Oh, today's Fed minutes day. Don't forget that,
Yeah.
guys.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's another reason why if you were in those options and you had all the profit that we did have on that, would have been a good time to bail. I mean, right now they're at, the last was 29 and a quarter on those, so that's up $10, which is $500 a contract. Okay, should I make a chart out of those? I love this little print key thing.
What is it?
Print key. I'll show you in a sec.
Okay.
I just want to save a picture of it right here because it may drop in price by.
I need to look at your charts, I guess.
Okay.
All right. I'm looking at them.
Yeah, in just a sec. Just a sec.
Okay.
Downloads. What did I call that thing yesterday?
Should be at the top of your download list. Or just click the column where it sorts by date.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It says the bumpkin to the guy with a computer science degree. Huh?
I just don't know what file I downloaded it in.
Oh.
I'm guessing it's in this one. All trade rules. Sort that way. No. Anyway, I'll just save it here. Option 1. .jpg. I just wanted to take a picture of it because if it declines in value a lot between now and then.
Are you saying the print key takes a picture? Is that what?
What it does is this. I'll show you the little app.
Okay.
See, this is it. Now,
Oh, okay.
when I open it up or when I click on the print key button,
Mm-hmm.
this will pop up, and
Okay.
I can just click on that and grab. It only does it on this monitor over here on my left, but I can grab portions of charts.
Yeah. Well, don't you ever use the snip tool in Windows 7 tool? In Windows 7?
No.
I love that thing. I use it all the time. I used to use that other thing I can't remember the name of. But then when I got the snip tool, it's... But I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen it print key. Is it free?
I can send you a free one. If Gmail will let me. It's an executable, that's the problem.
Yeah. Plus it's across state lines, so we might get in trouble. So.
Yeah, it was free when I got it.
Let me search around. I know some people that know some people.
Cool. Yes, I will do, Jason, I will do the crude bracket at the bottom of the hour. Okay, when we get a little closer to it, I'll put it together. Okay, over here on the soybeans, guys, we had to move that over, so now we're looking for a low of 49.75. 49.75 on the soybeans. Right, we needed to down close on this bar to get short, but this is actually even better because the green line's already headed down, so if we get a down close here, it'd be a 137 as well. On the gold, an up close of this bar would be a long trade at 12.2, 12.1. 12.
I was bragging on soybeans earlier, guys. We got creamed on the alerts. Well, we had 3 stop outs and 2 +8s, so it's not exactly cream, but it's not what I thought. I was just looking at the chart, not properly. So just
Okay.
put it out there.
I'm still looking for the soybeans to get down to 46.
Me and you both, brother.
Yeah, I know that, Steve, but what the little tool that I have will let you take just this part right here if you wanted it. Crude, I missed this crude short right here, guys. We had bearish divergence in a red cycle. Bounce off the BBC right there. Okay, is anybody in here for the first time today? Anybody?
Gotta be. Gotta be. And it's
So
not because
far.
we're trying to sell you something. We just want to show you the trade setups if you're new and seeing this for the first time, so it actually makes sense. So raise your hand. Won't nobody pick your pocket or nothing.
Okay. All right. Darryl. Okay, hold on a sec. 50.75 down to 49.75. The trade setups, they start out with the cross of the MA1, which is the red and blue line here on price, and the BBC, which is the green line on price. Okay, that's how the trade setups always start. The MA1 crosses the BBC. All right, that's step 1. Step 2 is price pulls away from the BBC. Okay, after the cross, it pulls away. That's step 2. Okay. Step 3, well, it depends which trade you're going to be doing. Like this one right here, there's a long trade right here on gold right now from 11.8. Step 3 is price hits the BBC and then closes up. While you have down here, bullish divergence and the cycle the right color. Okay, the cycle is going to be the right color. So this is step 1. The pull away is step 2. The pull back and touch the BBC is step 3. Then you get an up close on this bar right here while you have bullish divergence and the cycle is the right color in the slingshot. Right? That's step 4. That's it for this trade, this type of trade, the one that actually hits the BBC. Okay? Now when I say divergence down here, what I'm talking about is this green line has to have moved away from the cycle portion of the slingshot. The cycle portion is the red and blue, and the green line I just referred to was the green line down here. Okay, it's all within the slingshot. That's this type of trade. Now, all those rules are written out for you. Let me find it.
I also, guys, for the alerts, I plan to write a PDF and put it in the members area, one that you will not be able to download.
Here.
And then you'll email me and ask me to send it to you. Okay?
Yeah. You wanna make that password encrypted?
Yeah, let me do that too. I think I'm just going to pull the PDFs down and say, when you're ready for this stage, email me and I'll send them to you. Because I know people get so frustrated with those things. Unless, do you have a newer computer, Michael, with a newer version of PDF or something? Do you want to try saving them and uploading them and see if they work? Or you want me to just do what I just said?
I have some software that can create them to Word and
Well, we
back
can do
to
that.
PDF.
Well, but not everybody has Word, I guess.
Yeah, I can do it to Word and back to PDF.
Okay.
Maybe
Well.
there's something that just went wrong with it when it was
Or do you want me to just tell people to email me for it? The only problem is they don't get instant gratification if I happen to be away from my computer for 5 minutes. All right, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it tomorrow night in the partners meeting. Tomorrow night in the partners meeting, I want to talk about the alerts, email or on a password protected page. I really want to have that conversation. So.
Okay. I'm about to stop out on the gold trade. I just did stop out on the gold trade. Okay.
Do we have any partners that write elegant code other than Michael? He's got his hands full already.
We do. Steve, yeah, it didn't have the higher high. You were right, and I didn't notice it. So I probably shouldn't have taken this trade. Steve was just pointing out, guys, that we didn't have a higher high on this. And if I'd have noticed that we had 3 spots right here, we had a triple top right here, I would have been waiting for it to get up above there because it wasn't trending right here. I like to see the markets trending before I take trades, particularly off the BBC. You want to see it trending. Okay.
So you can write elegant code?
9 p.m. Marion, Eastern.
I would like some kind of simple little communication device everybody installs on their desktop, and when I send out an alert, it just like pops up on their desktop or something. Is that like too hard? Or maybe you have some idea? Oh, that's just something I made up. Just me being clever. Everybody says they like it on the email. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind doing it on email. It's not a problem at all.
There's a short right there on crude at 89. Okay. Right here. This down close below the trend line at 89. Stop should be a break even right now. Stop should be a +5 right now. +6, +7. +8 and done.
Good job. Bye-bye, Steve.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Steve.
Wayne says Team App may be something that fills that purpose. You know, Wayne, that's kind of what we have an app that works on Android and iOS, but we never did anything with it. It's like a rehash of the website or something. It just never went anywhere. Maybe Sue could work on that. Well, I don't know. We'll talk about it in the partners meeting. An hour's already flown by.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and I got the crude numbers, guys. Let's get those crude numbers ready. This is going to be too close right here. I think 66 is going to be too close. So I am going to go with 49. Right, I'm going to go with 49 for the sell on the crude. I'm sorry, I mean 48, 49. 48, 49 with the sell on the crude on the downside. All right. And on the upside, I think I'll go here. 49.23. Yeah, 40. Well, I'm actually going to go a little above that. 49.26 on the buy side. 49.26. Okay. Now on the upside, I'm going to put a target on that too. Okay. 49.26 and make that target 15 ticks. Okay. All right. So let me put some lines on my chart where I just did all that.
Wayne, do you know how to make that team app you're talking about? Sounds like you know an awful lot about it, buddy. You talking about something like Basecamp, maybe? Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow night.
All right. There. Can I show how I do that? Yeah, you just gotta inside here, down here at the bottom, you just gotta check both the boxes. Okay, normally I don't have that checked and I don't have that checked. I just have the stops checked. Put the throw bracket on like that. Just gotta check the boxes.
We're using a Royal Ranger outpost. I'll look into that, okay? Is that the name of it, Wayne? Team app? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Minute and a half till the crude numbers come out, guys. So I'm gonna wait here on the crude.
You got your numbers ready?
Yep. 49.26 a buy, 48.49 for the sell.
Okay. Let me just bring up your charts and watch it over there.
No idea what to expect on it.
Leslie.
Yeah, it's. Let me see.
I don't. Why do they give out numbers one day and then the numbers the next day? What's that all about? They're just estimating what the numbers are going to be. Is that what that is?
I think it's a different set of numbers, but
Two different agencies, actually.
Two different age. Okay, thank you, Bert.
Minus 4 million yesterday, Mike.
minus 4 million. Okay, so that's a big draw compared to the minus 0.9 that they're expecting. So prices should go up. There's a short right here at 50.5 on soybeans. 50.50 on the soybeans. Okay. And the soybeans may react if the crude really bounces on the number, which is going to come out in 10 seconds. The soybeans may react to that. Okay. And ding ding. Right. The crude used to really bounce on the inventory numbers, and now it's just sad.
Well, I
There
mean,
it
with
goes.
price so depressed, I mean, that may be part of it. I don't know. Kind of like interest rates when they came out. You know, it used to really.
Yeah, it used to bounce the
do
indexes all
something.
around.
Yeah, it used to choke up the exchange. Everybody's charts would freeze. I mean,
Well, it looks like it was trying to get down to the lower number, but it didn't get down there. Not yet. And the volume's come back into it now, so give it a couple, maybe another minute. See if it gets to our number, and if it doesn't, then I'll just take the orders off. It was close there.
If there's anyone that's new here, Michael's doing something different. This is not an ordinary trade. He's put a bracket on because of a news report that came out.
Yep, it's almost there.
Inventory levels for the week.
And the weekly crude levels.
And it's often a very explosive move.
Here it goes, guys. Stop at break even. All right. Stop at plus. It just hit my target.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's money in the bank.
Yeah. It's still going down though.
Good job.
All right. Well, that was actually a decent entry into it too.
Yeah, it looked good from where I sat.
And what did I have on that bracket? 15 is what it was. Right down to there. Somewhere in there. 48, 49. It was here. You got 15 on that too, Chris. Good. See, there was my bracket on the bottom. And I'm still short the soybeans too, guys, at 50.5. Right, there's a long trade right there if you wanted it on the crude that I'm not in at the moment. Okay, now the soybeans, guys. I was in at a quarter, not a half. The spot to sell it was at a half. I had a sell stop on it at a quarter. Throw my stop at break even on that. Okay. You guys heard me say the soybean trade, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And now I'm break even on it. Okay, on the crude, I took off the buy order that I had on for the top of the bracket. I took that off. Okay. Not as an OCO, Jim, no. That's a long right there on the crude at 52. Oops. Gosh, trying to get in there. There, I'm in at 50 on the crude. Long at 50, stop it. It stopped. I was moving my stop. It took me 7 ticks. There's a 7-tick stop out on that one. Let me get that to that. There was a long trade over here on the gold too I missed. Okay, right here. And I gotta draw in my soybean trade. I was short there at a quarter and it came back over here and stopped me out at a quarter. Alright, now the crude's looking short again. Down close of the current bar on crude would be a short trade. It's got a high of 39, it's gonna have a low of 35.
We have.
34.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Stop at plus and tick. And flat. Go ahead.
I just want to say we have a new nomination for a, what do you call it, a theme song?
Worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. Jiggle, wiggle, and dance like the roof on fire.
He was on Dancing with the Stars the other week. I didn't even know who Pitbull was until he's sort of a filthy little man from Mexico, but no offense to anybody, but he's very talented and funny, and he's not filthy. But what I meant by filthy is sometimes his language is a little salty, but very talented.
All right. Yeah, I'm long on gold, guys, and the thing just took off. But I only got 1 tick locked in right now. 2 ticks. Alright. Gotta cancel that. I was long from the up close right here at 14.2. And it ran all the way up to 16.3. And then came all the way back down. Grr.
Please
That is
stop.
sad.
For John, I'll stop. For you. I wouldn't do it for anybody else, but for you I will.
Alright. 49, 49, 75, 40, 50 is the high over here on the soybeans. A down close at 49 would be a short trade on the beans.
Oh, you're welcome, John, because I made my money way last night, so yeah, I don't want to get in your way.
I missed it over here. And I missed that one and that one. Sorry. And right there, 48.24 on crude was the spot. I missed that. Okay. Now crude's pulling back again. The cycle's going up too steep. No trade over there on the soybeans now. Oops. Let's see, we've got a low here, 63.6. We're going to have a high of 64 on the Russell. Okay, and up close there at 64 on the Russell would be a momentum long trade. The divergence is wrong over here for a trade on the crude oil. So what will probably happen is we'll get a big move down, we'll drag the cycle down, and we'll be able to take some more short trades. Okay. And we didn't get the up close over there on the Russell. Did not get the up close over there on the Russell. And let's see. Nothing that we can do right here. Nothing that we can do right there. What's it? 48.90 was your buy spot, right? What was your sell spot on the crude, Dwayne?
47.40.
47.40. Okay.
Yep.
And we are now, I think we're below the 50-yard line now.
We are. The 50-yard line is 48.15. We're just below it.
Okay.
And Michael, I don't want you to not play your theme song whenever you want to, because that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I haven't played it in a while. Oh, there's the crude numbers. You did put them in there, Bert. Oh, yeah, 1029. We asked for them. Thanks, buddy. This down close right here on the crude at 47.81 is a momentum short. I'm not in it. All right, so I'm looking across all the markets here, guys, and I see the cycles are all going wrong right now. We have bullish divergence here on the Russell. We're trading below the BBC. We have no divergence here on gold. We're going back and forth across the BBC. We have bearish divergence here. Actually, we don't have any divergence anymore on the crude. And the cycle is going up too steep to take the short trade. The cycle is going up too steep over here on the soybeans to take the short trade. In the
Is there
natural
anyone
gas,
new that you needed to explain the trade setup to? Or you already did that?
probably.
I think you already did that, didn't you?
I did, but I only did one side of it. I'll go through it again in a few minutes.
All right.
Pat, you want this workspace right here? Pat. File. Workspaces. Save as. I don't know how to save the template. Well, I know how to save it. I don't know how to go find it. Is there a
Oh,
folder
you
called
just
templates?
You just right-click the screen, right-click your chart,
Mhm.
and
Go.
it'll say template, and then they'll all be listed right there.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Let's
well,
see,
on mine
file.
I have like
it is.
CFRN, basic, basic 1, basic 2.
yeah. If I was trying to apply one, I'm not trying to apply it though.
Oh,
See, they're all right here.
gotcha.
These are all my templates. But he wanted me to save my template so I could send it to him so he could apply it to template.
Grade 10-4.
That's it. And that would be in downloads. Let's see, I need to see if our template. Okay. What did it take today? 9 minutes.
Yeah, but that's because you started about 5 minutes late.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not saying because you came late, because I was talking when you got there.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm just trying to, where I am right now, I'm +7 on the Russell, I'm +28 on crude, and -8 on gas, and -14 on gold. So gold and crude, I mean gold and gas together are -22.
Great question there from Stravis. Yes, Travis, I made fun of how you spelled your name, but I meant it in the best way. Now,
Okay,
what's the difference between bullish and bearish divergence?
bullish divergence is when the cycle is blue, and you're expecting it to go up, and the green line's pulling down, or the green line has pulled down. Here's a stomach grumble, Frank.
I heard that.
47.99 is the spot right here. I just missed that. All right. And bearish divergence. Did you understand that, Travis? Bullish divergence and bearish divergence. This is bullish divergence when the cycle is going up and the green line is pulled away from it, right in here. That's bullish divergence. This is still bullish divergence even though the cycle is red. It's still bullish because you're anticipating the green line is going to turn up and work its way up into the cycle. Now the cycle is the long-term indicator. So the long term is bullish, and the divergence is the green line moving away from the bullish direction. Like right here, right now. This is bullish divergence right here. Okay, so what I'm anticipating is that if we get a close above this trend line, that green line is going to turn up and get up into the cycle, and that will put in a higher swing. Okay, that's bullish divergence. This right here on gold, bearish divergence. Okay, because the cycle is going down, and the green line is pulling away from the cycle. Now, I'm not going to trade the gold because it's not trending. Okay, gold is just stuck in a range right here. The best opportunity I had on gold was right here, and I was in it, but it went from there to there in about 3 seconds. Okay, and up close on this bar on crude, up at 48.13 would be a long trade. Okay, it would be a momentum long trade too. So as soon as you get profit in the trade, stop should go to break even, like now. Okay, my stop's at break even on that. And this is a sell stop limit, so it has to trade through it to take me out. Oops, I forgot I still got those brackets on there. Can take them off in the targets. Okay. Did you understand that, Travis?
You guys, anytime we explain something, if it doesn't really make sense, just say, you know, I heard your words, but I still don't quite get it. Don't put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to, I'm not talking to you in particular, I'm talking to everybody. If you don't understand something, keep hammering away until it actually makes sense to you. It's so important.
And I'm
Don't
long
be a
on
yes man.
the Russell. Long on the Russell on the up close off the BBC. Okay, remember step 1, the cross. Step 2, price pulls away. Step 3, it comes back down, touches the BBC.
Oh,
Step 4, you have bullish divergence with a blue cycle. Entry is on the up close of the bar. All right.
terrorist attack in France.
Yeah, 12 people.
Oh, so it's not new news. Okay.
No. Okay. So stops at break even on this now. On the Russell, stops at +2. Plus 10. 15. And I'm flat with 15. Did you guys get that one with me?
One of the listeners suggested something yesterday. I did not recognize them for their suggestion, but I've thought about it. I think you might be onto something. Today on the radio show, Michael, I want to show you something, and I want you to think about it.
Okay.
All right?
Okey-doke. All right, we have divergence again down here, guys. So an up close on this bar would be a momentum long trade. 65.6 is the low. 66.1 would be the high. Right there. I'm sorry. 66 is the high. That's a momentum long trade. So if you get into it, if you get into it and you get any profit in, your stop should go to break even right away. Okay. Is there a zone right up above us here?
What market?
The Russell.
The Russell. I got my sheet right.
Trading at 65.7 right now.
We're trading at what now? Right now?
65.3.
65.3. Overhead is 75.76.
Okay.
Below is 69.70.
Okay. So 69.70 would be the nearest one. Okay. All right. I just stopped out on that, guys. I know, I didn't show you my DOM, even when I stopped out. Sorry.
No, Travis, I do not look at the divergence on the alerts because the alert price serves the function in a different kind of way that the divergence serves for Michael here in the live trading room. That's something I can go over in a partners meeting or in a workshop or something. Also, Daniel, you have a good question. Michael, I would ask for you to answer that, please.
Okay, just a sec. I just went long on a momentum trade here on the Russell and just got out at break even. And let's see, I'm just looking across the markets here. The ES looks like it's got something, Daniel. So the color never matters for a slingshot trade. The color of what, Daniel?
Cycle. The cycle color.
The color of the cycle. The color of the cycle matters for the bounce off the BBC. Okay, let me bring this picture back up. I know I only had it up there for a second, but down here it says the cycle must be the correct color when the entry is made for the trade that bounces off the BBC. Right? When you have the divergence, the cycle's got to be the right color. It's got to be blue for a long or red for a short. Okay. The other one, the cycle doesn't have to be the right color. Where I use the trend line and I look for the close above the trend line, the cycle doesn't have to be the right color on that one. Okay. Like this trade right here that I just took, the cycle wasn't the right color. Okay, this one stopped me out pretty much to the tick. Darn it. It did. All right. Does that help, Daniel?
One thing to remember, guys, every time Michael gets stopped out, just remember we were done 9 minutes into the day. We had our daily goal 9 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean, we're still up pretty well anyway.
Yeah. Think about that because you're going to have days where you make a couple grand, 3 grand, 5 grand, and then you give it all back. And how many times is that going to have to happen to you before you say, this whole business of having a goal and working towards it and then stopping, maybe it has some merit. Okay? Just keep that working in the back of your mind. Off for coffee. See ya.
Okay. Just a second, guys. I'm going to respond to this right now. Okay. The ES has got a long trade here. Crude oil's putting together a long trade. Gold is putting together a short trade. Actually, gold already did. Gold already did back here. So I missed that one. The ES has a momentum long trade if it closes up on the current bar. Okay. All right. So I was showing you the trade setups. Okay. This trade setup on this side, because the cycle is the wrong color, is what you would have to have. You draw a trend line from the swing high down the tops of the wicks if there are wicks, or down the corner of the body if it's just body. And if the cycle's the wrong color, or you don't hit the BBC, you got to have a close above that trend line. Okay, you're still going to have divergence down here. You still don't want the cycle going down against you at a 45-degree angle like this one is. But It doesn't have to be the right color, and you don't have to hit the BBC. All right, you're going to get a lot more of these trades in any given day than you will these trades over here. All right, unless the markets are really choppy. All right, on the ES, guys, it's got a low right here of 13.25. It'll have a high of 14.25. All right, so if you get that up close there at 14.25. All right, we didn't get the up close. Now this one's got a low of 12.75, 12.50. You'd be looking for the up close at 13.50. Right in there. There it is. That would be a long trade right there. See how it didn't hit the BBC and the cycle is the wrong color? But we closed above that trend line. So that's a long trade right there on the ES. Okay. I don't have a DOM open, so I can't show you that. I don't have an ES DOM open, I mean. Over here on the Russell, 64.6 down to 64.2. 64.9 down to 64.4. 64.5, sorry. Down close at 64.5 on the Russell would be a short trade. Right there is a short trade on the Russell. And it's a momentum trade, so stop to break even right away. Just took me out of the trade. Let me go over that too. Okay, the risk management. When it's a normal trade, normal meaning you enter, like for a short you would enter above the MA1, for a long you would enter below the MA1. Normal slingshot trade. I move my stop to break even after I get 4 ticks profit in the trade, or it closes on the other side of the MA1. If it's a momentum trade, meaning your entry is already on the other side of the MA1, then I move my stop to break even as soon as I have profit in it, because we've already satisfied the rule for moving the stop to break even. Can I explain the DOM? What do you want to know about the DOM, Marianne? What would you like to know about the DOM? Here's the soybean DOM. DOM stands for depth of market. I don't use hardly any of the features that are available in the DOM, but what I do use to automatically put it's the depth of market, and basically what it's showing is where the current price is and the number of contracts at any given price. Okay, that's what you're looking at here. Now there's no, they're the same. They all should show the same thing. The Ninja one and DT Pro. It's depth of market. Okay, you don't have to use it. Oops, I missed this trade right here. Step 1 is the cross of the MA1 over the BBC. Step 2 is price pulling away. Step 3, it pulls back down and hits the BBC. Step 4, bullish divergence in the cycle is the right color. Now in this particular case, the up close was at 84 right here, and it's gone up to 87. So I'll still try to get into that. When I wouldn't take this trade would be if it got up to 88, right there like that. And I'm going to take my order off because I didn't get filled. All right, if it goes 4 ticks in favor of the trade, then your reason for moving your stop to break even is hit. So if you were in it, you'd be putting your stop at break even. So I just take my order off on that. Yeah, Jim. I think that's in workshop number 1 or 2. The question is about the DOM. Let me show you if I have an example of it here. I don't right now, but you can see this with the greens a lot. When the total contracts on one side or the other really build up, it will usually go to the side with the higher number. And then, you'll hear me sometimes when I'm in soybeans, I'll say it wants to get up to such and such a number. You know, it wants to get up here, it wants to get up there. See right now this one's 50% higher than that one. You want to see it like double or triple. And when you do see that, there will usually be some large number of contracts. Like up here, we'll say at 55, there's 300 contracts. It'll get to that number. Almost always, it'll get to that number. Okay. Think of an auction. The auctioneer is always going to go to the higher number. I don't know if any of you guys get into this gas trade. But there it is.
Jim, what Michael just told you about the DOM, that is contrary to the popular view of how that works.
Yeah,
Did you say
most
that
people-
part too? Yeah.
I didn't say that, but most
Okay.
people say, oh, look at that huge wall in front of us. I love having a huge wall because I know it's going to get through it.
It serves as a source of attraction. It's hard to put into words, but give me a couple hours and I'll try.
All right. On soybeans, we need an up close. 52.75 is the low. 53.75 would be the high. Okay. On crude, 48.14 is the high. 48.15 is the high. 48.11 would be the low. Okay, so down close at 48.11 here and up close at 53.75 over here. And those are all the trades we have right now. Okay. I mean, are you seeing things, Chris? Are you seeing things that that aren't happening to me? That are happening to you, as far as price jumping around and stuff? Is there a list refer? No, Marianne. We used to have a guy who, we still have him actually, but he just doesn't do it anymore. We used to
You know what, Michael?
do all the workshops for us.
I have access to someone in the Philippines
Mm-hmm.
who, for a very nominal amount of money, really compared to what we paid those other guys at the time, would go through every one of those and either do a complete transcript or highlight out topics. Something we can talk about at another time, but it can be
Okay.
done and it's affordable. So,
Okay. Yeah, that'd
all
be
right.
that'd be interesting. I'm short, as you can see here, on the crude at 48.10. Stop at plus 10 right now, and I'm flat with 10. I was looking for the down close below the trend line right here. All right.
Bert, there was a question for you. I don't know if you're there and if you can see it or not.
All right.
You can always call Bert 866-928-3310.
Jacko, last night, is that the phone number I gave to you? All right, 53, let me just blow this up. 53.25. It looks like, or is it 53? I can't tell, the YBR is in the way. There, now it is. 53 is the low, 54 will be the high on those soybeans there. So an up close at 54 would be a long trade on the soybeans. The cycle's going up too steep for me to want to short the crude anymore. The Russell needs to pull back. And that's
Jim
all I
got a question for you.
On that last crude trade, did I set the sell order in anticipation? I did set it. That's why I got in one tick lower than here. 48.11 was the spot to get short. I was in at 48.10. All right. Now the soybeans has a low of 52.5. It's going to have a high of 53.5. So you get an up close there at 53.5. Be a long trade. Okay. The ES, that last spot that I showed you on the ES, would have been break even right here. No, right over here would have been break even. There's another short right here though. Okay, 1150. The bearish divergence, red cycle, hit the BBC, down close. Okay, so 1150 was the spot for the short there. On the soybeans, we're still looking for the up close at 53.5. And on crude right now, see it's pulling back like this. This bar has got a low of, no, it's got a low of 15, it's going to have a high of 19, so the next bar would have a high of 23. So if everything stayed the same, and it didn't, it just changed, then I would be looking to get long at 24. But now, we've got a low of 11, so we're going to have a high of 15. And from 15, we'll go up to 19. And from 19, oh, actually, we just need an up close. Sorry, I'm just getting long right there. Okay, I'm long at 15, because we have bullish divergence in a blue cycle. We hit the BBC, bullish divergence in a blue cycle. All right. Stop to break even on that. We just needed the up close. I was doing all that math in my head for the close above the trend line, but we just needed the up close. I'm going to lock in one tick on this, and I'm going to take one tick. The reason I locked in one tick is because we were going up into this dynamic resistance that held the last time. Okay, and there it goes. The soybeans are really dragging it out over there. I mean, this bar right here has been going for, oh, there, okay, thank you. That bar was going, this bar itself was going for 4 minutes. All right, now we would need to move the trend line, but we've actually hit the BBC now, so we just need an up close on this bar because the cycle will stay blue if we get an up close on that bar. All right. So it's got a low of 51.75, it'll have a high of 52.75. So, see Jim, buy stop at 53. There's a long trade right there on crude. This would be a momentum long trade because the entry would be right here at 48.31 above the MA1. Okay, it's already above the MA1, so you've already met the rule for moving the stop to break even. That's what a momentum trade is. Okay, so with a momentum trade, as soon as you can move your stop to break even, you do. All right, as soon as you get any profit in the trade at all, take your risk off that thing. A lot of times they'll run 10, 20 ticks, but a lot of times they'll run 2 and come back. All right, 51.28 is 51.25 is low. 52.25 would be the high on that now. So your buy stop should be at 52.5 on the soybeans. Okay. And now an up close on this bar would be a regular slingshot long trade right there at 48.31. I'm going to jump in right here at 48.27 because it pulled back. Okay, so I'm long at 48.27 on the crude. I didn't have an order on there, as you can see. But I do now. And there's a long trade there on the soybeans. I just got long the soybeans at 52.25. I'm about to stop out on the crude, but I'm long the beans. Okay, I just stopped out on the crude. You guys hear my stomach? And my dog. There's the dog. Okay, so I'm long soybeans right here. All right. What we anticipate is that the green line is going to get up into this. Is going to get up into the cycle. Yeah, that was me. That was me shaking my head. My big ears flapping all around. Crude's starting to pull back a little bit. This is bearish divergence right here on the crude. Okay, this right here is bearish divergence. Alright, and that down close right there was a close below the trend line with bearish divergence. I should have gone short, but I was not looking at it. It's right there. Okay, make sure my stop's in the right place on this. It is a tick stop on that soybean trade. Alright guys, it's 11:13. We got about 12 minutes left in here before I start wrapping things up. Anybody have any questions about anything? Alan, define, please. Define... define what? My big ears? Here. This is honey. That's the big ears. She's camera shy. What did you want me to define, Alan? Oh, bearish, bullish or bearish divergence. Okay. I will define that for you. Marianne, it's 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? Ah, okay. As it happens, this right here, bearish divergence happening. We get a pullback, we'll have our bearish divergence right here. Okay. The brown line, we don't talk about the brown line in here. But right now there's no divergence between the green line and the brown line. Man, I wish I got in that trade. There's bearish divergence on natural gas right now. Right here. But there's no trade because we're not trending. There's bearish divergence on the ES. Okay, now on crude we got our bearish divergence. And our pullback. Okay. Divergence is when the green line is pulled away from the cycle. This green line right here is pulled away from the cycle, which is a red and blue line. Okay. For pretty much all the trades that I do in here, you gotta have divergence. The momentum trades, you don't have to have big divergence, but the green line's got to have crossed. See, I don't like this, the way the cycle's going up there. What we anticipate whenever you get divergence, whenever the green line is pulled away like it is right here on crude, 89 is the high, 85 will be the low. Sorry. 89 is the high, 85 will be low.
When's the last time you had a flea dip?
Yeah, I know. You anticipate the green line is going to get down into the cycle. Like over here when we had this divergence, the green line went all the way down into the cycle, and when it got there, it started pulling back to do it again. Okay, so you expect it to go up and down and up and down and up and down. Like over here on the soybeans right now, we expect the green line is going to get up into the cycle. And when it does, you should get a higher swing. It should be up above 54. Because 52 is a significant area, we should get up to 58, actually. You can see, look at right there, you see how it just flipped to 550? That's because right here at 54.50, I think, nope, right there. You see that big number right there, 294? They keep flashing at 52.5. It's going to go up above that number. Right there, 250. Okay, and that may be the number that really lets it break out. Once it gets up above 52.5 right here, then it may move quickly. It should get up to 58. 58, and then a close above 58 should quickly get to 60. There, see, it just got through that 52.5. And now you see the balance down here, still biased to the upside here. Okay, still a lot more on the ask. And I would bet that as it goes up higher and more of these open up, that is going to increase significantly. Alright, now 4 takes profit or a close above the MA1 and I move my stop to break even anyway. Okay, and then I'll just let it run. But we're anticipating this green line is going to get all the way up into the cycle, and when it does that, we should be up above 54. Okay. All right. No, Honey's got an infection in one ear. That's why she shakes her head so much. Little doggy. All right. So currently, guys, we are plus 14 on the Russell, plus 31 on crude, minus 8 on gas, and minus 14 on gold. And we got this open trade here on soybeans. It's 11:19. Hey Sam, with the alerts. In this case, the ES considered long above 2007. Is there a point when you are above that 2007 that you should consider shorts? That one's for you, Dwayne. Sam had asked a question.
Oh, hang on just a second. Let me look up at the screen.
Okay. I mean, I could probably answer it, but I think I'd be putting words in your mouth.
Well, let me just see. Sam says,
probably be the
with
same.
the alerts, in this case, the ES consider long above 2007. Is there a point where you are above that 2007 that you would consider shorts? No. Once you break above that, if you want to keep trading, apply the indicator, just the CFRN, that one indicator that I use, and only take long trades. There'll be plenty of short trades. And you'll kick yourself, well, why didn't I take that? Well, you just want to have the wind at your back. You don't ever want to spit in Superman's face. tug on his cape or any of that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
tug on his cape, spit into the wind.
Spit in the wind, that's it, yeah. You don't spit in his face either. That'd take him off.
No. Yep.
Yes, always wait for the long alert setup. And because you've got that alert underneath you, that's kind of serving as your divergence that Michael's using in here. And so it's just bullish cross, price pulls away, price pulls back, up close, by the open of the next candle. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, most days if you use the alerts, most days you will have your points before you ever even get to the alert price. Just go back through the charts. I mean, you don't have to believe me. Just go look at the charts and just, you'll see it. And you'll go, how's this possible? Don't ask me. Not that I wouldn't tell you if I could. Oh, I don't know.
All right. Just don't want to spit in Superman's face.
Just, yeah.
If you didn't get anything else out of that, just don't spit in Superman's face.
Yeah, that's it.
um.
I'm glad you were there to correct that. Yeah.
All right. I know that song. All right. Well, the soybean trade is starting to bore me. I'm just going to leave it on until it's time to wrap things up, okay? Because I want to have a final number. Now, we really didn't have any divergence here on the up close, right? We had one tick pull away. We had, I don't know. You could argue that there was a tiny bit of divergence. I didn't see it, though, the way it was working right here. I drew the trend line because it was momentum trade from right here. I'd really like to see it pull back now, though. A move like this. I'd really like to see it pull back some. Okay. And
Does this sound like I'm talking to myself?
a little bit.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I wasn't going deaf. Okay.
No, yeah, good. Good, yeah. Wasn't in your head.
Boy, that meeting last night, Michael.
Yeah, I
You
was
don't
wondering how
ever-
that went.
You don't ever want to be that involved in people's lives. I mean, good Lord.
You're right.
But here's the thing. It's in such a... My first impulse is just, hey, guys, I need to step down for personal reasons. But that's just running chicken. I mean, I got to stick it out.
Yeah,
I was so depressed when I left there, I ate a donut.
a whole one?
A whole one, yeah. And our church is fasting for 21 days. So, yeah.
Well, they did
I'm
it
not.
to you.
They are. I mean, everybody does different things. Some people fast from coffee, some from wine, some from everything. One year, I fasted from everything for the first 3 days, and then after that, I only ate lunch for the rest of the time. You can do it any way you want. My kid fasts from computers. He didn't touch a computer for 21 days. So,
Really?
yeah. Which was huge for him.
Yeah, I can't see Jake doing that.
Yeah.
All right. On the crude, I don't know what's going on with that soybean trade. It's just taking forever. Oh, it's 11:25. It's time to wrap it up, too. There's the trend line on the crude. Okay. There's a trend line over here on the Russell. And I'm gonna start filling out the spreadsheet, and we'll see if anything happens with that soybean trade by the time I finish. Okay. it over here like this. Okay, I'll just take my time with this. Today's Wednesday. Thursday. We got a partners meeting tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So everybody who's in here is on a free trial. If you want to get into that partners meeting, you have to become a partner before the meeting tomorrow to get into it. Everybody who was in here on the free trial yesterday, you should have gotten an email from me yesterday telling you what it takes to become a partner. Everybody who was in here yesterday or Monday should have gotten that. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Anyone who is in here who is on a trial and you need some one-on-one time to get some questions answered before you make your decision, get a hold of me. Now, my time, I have a hectic schedule, but get a hold of me and we'll have a private go-to meeting this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon. I began a phone call with one of our partners yesterday, and we did not finish it. We should finish that up this afternoon. I believe, Kyle, I owe you a phone call. I'd like to get that taken care of. And I threw out a cattle call earlier. If there's enough people who need some additional help, I will do a 1-hour Pee-wee's Playhouse this afternoon or tomorrow, okay? I'm just making fun of that little room because it's a weird little room, but I forgot what Pee-wee did, so I should probably stop using him as a reference. Okay. Yeah, he did this. Well, it's where he did it. That's where he made his mistake. Okay.
All right.
So I'll see you guys at the top of the hour.
Okay, we'll see you at the top.
Okay. All right, buddy.
All right. Well, guys, that's soybean
And I
trade.
fixed that page. I fixed that page where yesterday it said this will keep you good through November.
Oh, yeah.
I changed it to January. Thanks to the listener for pointing that out. Yeah. Okay, bye.
It would be, Daryl, it would be after Dwayne, Mike just asked you a question, and Daryl said, what time today, perhaps? You mean for the other meeting thing, Daryl? The Pee-wee thing. I don't know. It would be after 2 o'clock Eastern time. It would probably be around 3 Eastern time if he was going to do it. Okay. All right, guys. My soybean trade isn't doing anything here, so I could take it off with 3-tick loss right here, or I could try to take it off with a 3-tick loss. I know I could take it off with a 4-tick loss. But, it's real money, so I'm going to let it play out. I'm just not going to count the soybeans, okay? All right. Now, today, in the live trading room, we made 14 ticks on the Russell. We lost 8 on gas. We made 31 on crude, and we lost 14 on gold. It took us 9 minutes. Well, send Dwayne an email. Just send an email to support at CFRN. Say, Pee-wee meeting at 3, please. Just put that in the subject line for all the people that want to do it. Okay. Send it to support at CFRN.net. Say, Pee-wee meeting at 3, please. 3 Eastern. Okay. I don't want to know. And Dwayne, if I'm sure he's probably not listening right now, but if he could do it at 2, could you guys do it at 2? Because the next show goes from 12 to 2, and usually he'd like to take a break if he could. But it's up to him because he's the one who's going to be doing it. Okay. What's happening with my soybean trade now? Still nothing. Darn it. All right. So today, guys, we made 14 on the Russell. We lost 8 on gas. We made 31 on crude. We lost 14 on gold. Took us 9 minutes and 2 trades to get to our goal for the day. At that point, we're up $110 a contract. We took 28 trades today in the live trading room. So after 2, we were up 110. 26 more trades, we were up 240, I think. That's a lot of trades for 240. Anyway, on the month we are up $850 a contract. Okay, yeah, I know that's not a very high average there, Nathaniel. Not today. On the month we're up $850 a contract. Okay, it's a slow start this month for some reason, but it is what it is. That's where we stand on the day, on the month, and on the year. All right, $850. Last year we ended with $81,580 in the live trading room. Last month, $10,757, and all that good stuff. Our monthly average last year was $6,798. That's awesome, I think. Okay, 632. Yeah, it's way better than the year before. The year before was something. Which market slowed me down this month so far? Gold. It slowed me down so far this month. But you know, we'll see by the end of the month. We'll see where we are. All right, so I'm going to save this. Everybody who was in the free trial yesterday, you actually got the spreadsheet emailed to you. It was in that email that said what it takes to become a partner. Wayne, it's both actually. Okay, if you stopped when you got the goal for the day, this is what you would have. If you kept going, this is what you would have. Okay, right in here I have the number of trades I took to get to the goal. So you can see the number of trades to get to the goal. So 20 trades, $530 contract so far this month. Or 96 trades to get to $850 gross. Okay, that's a gross number and this gross number. These are net numbers over here. Right? Those numbers will get a lot bigger by the end of the month. Okay. That's the spreadsheet. Okay, soybeans is back to break even. Now, to get into the next session is what I mean. To get into the next session, all you need to do is go to the homepage at cfrn.net, scroll down on the right-hand side. You only need to do this once a month, so if you've already done it, you don't need to do it again. But scroll down to there, then click on Watch Live Now, and fill out this little form. All right, here's the link to that little form. You can't get in. Can't get in where? You got to get out of this one to get into that one. You can't be in both at the same time. Okay. Sure, Mike. What's your phone number, Mike? Okay. Okay. All right. Fill out this little form, guys, and then you'll be sent a link to get into the next session prior to the next session every business day for the rest of the month of January. Wow, look at that. I have 11,248. You guys remember when I kept that to 4,000? I had it at 4,000 for like a year. It was like 3 months ago. I stopped being so good about it. All right. Well, with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll catch you all at the top of the hour. Okay? It's 11:35. All right. Thanks for coming. Hopefully, all made some money, and we'll see you at the top. If anybody's got any questions, yeah. If anybody's got any questions about anything, you can email me or you can call me at 949-423-6464. Okay? 949-423-6464.